You've heard of the saying before, hey, don't work hard, you want to work smart. But very often, exactly what the hell does that mean? What does it mean to work smart and not just work hard? Part of it is utilizing the right tool, the right software. Nowadays, a lot of things that we are doing on a day-to-day basis, maybe you are running your digital marketing agency, you're running your online business. There are tools out there that could help us to run our business more effectively and more efficiently. So in this video, Jeremy is going to share with you the 7 software that every digital marketing agency should be aware of and should use on a day-to-day basis. Enjoy.
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Jeremy. Today I'm coming at you with 7 softwares that every digital marketing agency needs to have. Let's just jump straight into it. So this, to be clear, 7 things that I've used the most frequently. Like there's a ton of different softwares out there that you can use without a doubt. This is just 7 of the ones that I use and put the most time into. Number 1, Stripe. Stripe I count as a software because it's a payment processor. This is where we charge all our clients on a recurring basis. This is where we collect our transactional revenue. This is where we get our revenue reports. And I am a huge fan of Stripe because, believe it or not, they're head of product development. And there was another guy who got on the call with me. They reached out to me just as a user who was doing just above a couple $1 million at the time on a year-to-year basis through their platform. And they just wanted to know, like, hey, what can we do to make it better? What can we do to improve? I gave them a few different insights just on things that I thought would make it cooler. No joke, within a month, they updated one of those things that I recommended them to do, and I was so pumped because it shows like such a massive corporation worth, I think they're above $50 billion at this point, and they're definitely compounding that. But this is such a cool tool because it helps save you a lot of the costs of a lot of different like dashboard or reporting based tools that were typically used for like financial analytics and insights. So that's why I'm a big fan of it in comparison to a lot of other stuff that's out there. Software number 2 is Clickfunnels. So Clickfunnels is both a love and hate relationship for me at this point because they've gotten so big. They have over 100,000 users now. I got in at the ground floor when they had like a couple thousand users. And I was really thankful for all of the tools that they've provided within this software. The main things that I use it for, there's a bunch of different little things, but the main things that I use it for more than anything else are just building funnels, an absolute mandatory tool for me. There's a bunch of different softwares that you could use that are similar to this. The reason that I like ClickFunnels so much is because of the amount of revenue that they make. I like to believe in business that the more revenue and resources you have, the more support that you can provide to your community, the more features that you can have, the faster you can move, and they've proven that to be correct time and time again in comparison to a lot of other ones that are out there. There's some other alternatives that you can use to this if you just for some reason hate ClickFunnels, like Webflow is one of them. I wouldn't really recommend this one, but Kartra is another one that like does similar functionality, and there's all kinds of little things. Third software, Kajabi. So in my agency, I like to put my clients in our consulting deals through trainings. So I like to record videos in places like this. I like to put them inside of this platform, which is like an online education tool. It allows me to create courses that we put our clients through so they become educated. It also helps us with our onboarding sequence. So when a client comes on with us, whether it's a consulting deal or a hands-on deal where we're doing advertising or whatever it might be that we sold them, we'll actually send them a login autonomously, and we'll be able to track what they do, how much they watch, and overall just gauge the level of engagement that they have. They also ask questions inside of this platform. It's also great for staff. So internally in our agency, I also am able to add our staff into here that we need to train. I'm able to track them for what they do. And it's very cost effective. There's a lot of different platforms out there. Teachable's one of them. Even ClickFunnels has opportunities for you to create like memberships, but unfortunately a lot of those different platforms don't give you as much tracking and as much analytic data as what Kajabi does, and the other ones that are available that do just cost so much more money. Fourth software, ActiveCampaign. So I'm a huge advocate for this company called Infusionsoft, which is actually the very first marketing automation like CRM system that I use. For everybody who's watching this doesn't know what a CRM is, it's Customer Relation Manager. It's where you just upload all your contacts. It's where you get like a record of all the different people inside of your database. So like you build a list there. It also enables you to email people. So the reason I like ActiveCampaign so much, and the reason that I recommend this instead of Infusionsoft, unfortunately is just very complex for most people. I've put hours and hours and hours of my life into Infusionsoft learning it, but ActiveCampaign is really easy to pick up. It is a CRM, so it does allow you to keep contacts and database records and things like that. Your salespeople can work out of it. But in addition to that, as a marketer, it helps with marketing automation. So when people opt in for a specific lead list that's out there that we have, or like a lead magnet, or they buy something from us, this is where all our emails are held. where we'll send them things and where all these different automations will happen and where all of our ad channels will also update. Fifth software, Slack. So I'm also a huge proponent for Telegram. It's another messaging-based platform, but Slack seems to be the preference for most businesses that we work with nowadays. So as an example, when we onboard a client, this is where all the real-time instant communication happens. I'm a huge fan of it because of the search functionality. I'm also a big fan of it for the record keeping that it does. You can send files through it, you can send videos through it, you can obviously communicate with people that you need in real time. You know, if you sign up as an account, as an agency owner, you can invite people into it. This is a massive tool that is once again used as one of the most frequent tools. I'd say Telegram's right up there with it, but once again, most businesses, Telegram's not as practical, especially when you have larger teams. Slack is definitely the way to go. Software number 6. So I would definitely like to highlight the entire G Suite of services here from Google that they offer. We have our emails through Google. I use Google Sheets quite frequently. I don't use Google Slides as much as I should, but Google Docs, oh man, I have an unbelievable amount of things that I do inside this platform. So some of the things that I really like are just the ability to create templates. So when I write ad copy, I'm creating it in Google Docs. When I create standard operating procedures, SOP, I'm doing it inside of Google Docs. I love this so much because of the search functionality. I can go in, I can search for a document that we needed. Like let's say I'm writing some copy. I can go in and I can use my top hooks and headlines document with over 40 plus different great proven hooks that we've used through the years that have worked really well. And then I can open up an advertising copy template from something that I previously wrote. And it enables me to just so efficiently work through writing ad copy, writing email copy, writing standard operating procedures, just once again, like unbelievable amount of things that I use Google Docs for. It is one of my most frequently used softwares out there on the internet without a doubt. And it comes from one of the biggest tech companies out there being Google. So huge fan for Google Docs if you're not using that yet. And then this one's a little less known. Software number 7, it's called Culture Index. So they're out of Dallas in Fort Worth in Texas there. And Culture Index has the highest percentile accuracy for personality surveys. So you've probably heard of things like DISC, maybe you've heard of Merrill-Briggs, maybe you've heard of one of the other personality-based softwares out there that like tests people and tries to gauge their personality. Literally none of them, and I'm not biased towards this software, it's just the facts. This has 90 percentile accuracy for personality-based assessments, whereas DISC, Merrill-Briggs, they have 80 to 70 percentile accuracy, so you're not getting the full picture of somebody, but you think you are when you use those other softwares. So I'm a big fan of this because it gives us the opportunity to see people for who they are, and every time that I've shown it to somebody who's filled it out, they're wholeheartedly in agreement that that's who they are and that that's who they feel they act as. So benefits to this, when we work with clients, we have them take this. When we hire staff, we have them take this. Even when I work with my students, I have them go through this and I take it because it gives me the insights on how to effectively communicate to the other person rather than just selfishly projecting my way of communication onto everybody. So I'm able to understand people's motivational needs and rewards. I'm able to just more effectively get my points across to people. And once again, more importantly than anything else, I'm able to have great relationships because I can understand the other person and they can also understand me. So big fan of Culture Index from once again, an agency owner perspective for my top 7 most frequently used softwares and the things that I definitely encourage you should use as well. If you want more cool insights like this, Dan Locke and I, we put together the Freedom Challenge, which is a 5-day live session where we go live for about 2 to 3 hours a class, 5 days, and we teach you how to start and scale your own marketing agency. If you're already an agency owner, you need to jump into High Ticket Agency, highticketagency.com. Unbelievable resource, hundreds of videos put together, SOPs, digital marketing skills and tactics, team building, best ways to pitch being the video pitch and value-driven follow-up. Everything's inside of there. I would encourage you to get in one or the other, just depending on where you're at. Once again, if you're a beginner, Freedom Challenge. If you're already an agency owner, you're looking to scale up, jump into High Ticket Agency right away. You'll love it. Looking forward to helping you out, and I hope you use these softwares too. And I'll be seeing you in the next video.